Hello, everyone, and welcome to the John Petroselli Pool at Northdale Middle School for CTN's live coverage of Northwest Suburban Conference Swimming and Diving. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro with you for the Falcons and the Cardinals. Start with the 200 medley relay. Two pretty small teams tonight.
Yes, very much so.
Coon Rapids in just their second dual meet of the season.
I mean, you have 3 lanes, 2 Armstrong squads, and 1 Coon Rapids squad.
Lily Moulton is at the top of your screen. The Cardinal in the first heat. She'll be followed by 7th grader Myra Hill, then Madeline Romano, and finally Tyler Schuda. The Armstrong team of Lucia Freed handling off to Adeline McMullen. Allison Hedke and Riley Scheffler are on that team as well. And at the bottom is Parker Gates, Natalie Gustafson, Mackenzie Woods, and Grace Highland. Everybody scores when there are only 3 relay teams.
Yes, absolutely. I brought a calculator just so we can add it all up.
Armstrong running 1-2 at the midway point. Madeline Romano with some room to make up on the butterfly. And down at the bottom, Mackenzie Woods actually surpassing her teammate Allison Hedke in lane 4 to take the lead for the Armstrong team at the bottom.
Romano making a nice push, though. Trying to get that second place finish.
Highland is going to get in with the lead, and Romano did make up some time
she
on
really
Hedke, and it's going to be neck and neck between those two. Schuda actually into the water a little bit ahead of Riley Scheffer for second place. Scheffer, a great sprint through the first half. It's going to be an easy win for Grace Highland at the bottom. And now it looks like Scheffer is going to be able to hold off.
Yep. She's putting a little
Schuda to make it a 1-2 finish for Armstrong.
Yeah, putting a little more space in there between her and her Coon Rapids opponent.
So a strong start to the meet for the Armstrong Falcons. We'll take a break. Up next, the 200 freestyle. You're watching girls swimming and diving on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected.
The 200-yard freestyle varsity.
So a perfect start for the Armstrong Falcons, taking 1-2. And a 12-2 lead as we go to the 200 free. Whole lot of youth in the pool.
Yes,
the
that is
oldest
for sure.
racer is a sophomore, Tyler Schuda. Her fellow Cardinals, a freshman in Madeline Romano, and there is senior Mary Carter.
Yeah, Mary Carter.
But Armstrong's 3 are freshman Claire Canfield, 8th grader Sophie Glona, and freshman Ada Freed.
Yeah, that is definitely some youth in that program.
So Mary,
as well.
So Mary Carter, the senior at the top of the screen, is the most senior and is a senior.
Yeah, most senior.
She's the oldest in the pool, but outside of that, a lot of youth. Right in the middle, the 8th grader, Sophie Glona, is the one setting the pace.
Yeah, she has a steady lead.
Coming to the midway point.
A nice turn there, and then she's opening up her lead.
Tyler Shuda and Madeline Romano running 2-3, but looks like Canfield has overtaken that third place position and is pushing towards second. It's 3 lanes over, a long way for Shuda to see. As Glona has cleared herself from the others. As she gets to this turn, she'll be able to pretty much cruise through the final 50.
Yep, absolutely.
She's got a half a length lead, probably 25, maybe, or 12 and a half, maybe a little more yards. And now Canfield is stretching her lead over Shuda for second place. And Romano may be overtaking Shuda as well. They're at the final turn. Romano's going to be half a body length ahead of Shuda, but they are battling for 4th and 5th places. An easy win for Glona.
Oh, yeah.
Canfield is going to cruise in second.
I think Romano's going to get 4th.
Third place did go to Shuda. Oh, they tied. 2:27-27.
Wow. You don't see that very often.
They planned it.
Yeah, just because they're on TV, we can talk about a tie.
2:27-27. And then
Nice.
5th place will go to Ada Freed up in lane 6. So a strong showing from the 2 top Cardinals, but they finish in a tie for 3rd place. The Falcons able to stretch their lead a little bit. Up next, 200 individual medley. You're watching high school swimming and diving on CTN.
Howie, do you know why fish are so bad at volleyball? Because they're afraid of the net.
Why me?
Why couldn't the volleyball player cross the road? There were too many bumps. Why was Cinderella kicked off the team? Because she ran away from the ball.
I hate you.
Armstrong pushing their lead to 16 points after the first 2 events. Coon Rapids, again, solid performance from both Shuda and Romano. They tied in 2 minutes, 27.27.
200-yard IM varsity.
And now we move to the 200 IM. And again, the struggles of a small squad for Coon Rapids, just 2 swimmers in this event.
Yeah, I was going to say that makes it difficult when you don't have the numbers to compete with some of the bigger programs.
And no one swimming in lane 5. That is so incredibly rare.
Yep.
Coon Rapids not putting someone in the primary lane, and you can see off of the start in the butterfly, Armstrong running 1, 2, 3, and by a considerable amount through the first portion of the 200 IM. Maya Fedlala in the middle is just running away from everybody. Teammate Olive Subi up in lane, or is down in lane 2, sorry. Ada Brecht is up in lane 6. Those two just 8th graders.
Well, yeah, you talked about it in a couple races before, that there's a lot of youth on this Armstrong squad. Their leader is a junior right here in this event, she did get a very nice jump into the water, a good push off the opportunity to get that fast and early start.
Well, again, an 8th grader winning in the 200 freestyle, and Fedlala a junior, but one of the veterans. We actually in the 50 free, all 3 of the Falcon swimmers are seniors. You can see Fadlala just absolutely
Yeah, she's
flying
so
away
well
from everyone else. She is a full length of the pool ahead of second place, and then some.
Yeah, she'll win this one easily.
Brecht a slight lead over Subi as they get the turn into the freestyle, running 2-3. Fadlala is in.
She made it look easy, Joe.
She lapped Caitlin Davis, one of the Cardinal captains. Caitlin Davis in lane 3, up in lane 7 for the Cardinals is sophomore Vivian Jensen. And she is just now getting to the freestyle portion. All 3 Armstrong swimmers are done. Caitlin Davis into the home stretch.
And I know the girls are working on their personal times. They know they've not going to be able to swim with every squad, but continue to develop and work on those times. That's really your goal.
Jensen stretches to the wall in 3:27.62. Falcons continue to pull away. We're just 3 events in, and their lead continues to grow. 50 freestyle is up next on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handicaps and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Back at Northdale Middle School after 3 events, Armstrong, a sizable lead. Coon Rapids, as you mentioned, Shapiro still continuing to work on their own personal times. Up next, the splash and dash, the Cardinal competitors, Junior Joy Tao in lane 3 and Myra Hill in lane 7, or in lane 5 rather. Natalie Gustafson, Lucia Freed, and Riley Sheffer are the 3 Armstrong swimmers from bottom to top.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, all 3 seniors for the Armstrong squad.
And Myra in lane 5 for the Cardinals, just a 7th grader.
That's crazy. I love that. They get an opportunity to swim on varsity at a young age, and that that's some of the things. With a smaller program, you can have a tendency maybe to get some younger girls to come out.
Well, and that is part of the focus as Coach Schlueter tries to build this program. We have not talked much about the first year of for Coach Rachel Schlueter, and early responses have been very good. Armstrong is going to go 1, 2, 3 here. And then it is going to be Myra Hill, the 7th grader, taking 4th place. And Joy Tao will tag up in 34-24. We'll take a break. Up next, diving. You're watching Swimming and Diving live on CTN. Back at the John Patricelli pool here at Northdale Middle School. Armstrong, a solid lead as we reach the diving portion. And as with many events we've seen so far, 3 Falcons and only 2 Cardinals here in the diving. All 5 girls will do all 6 dives. So 30 dives starting now with Hazel Ritchie. It's a pretty clean way to start with the inward dive in a tuck position.
Yeah,
we're going to see that same dive out of 4 of the 5 on the first round.
Entry into the water was pretty clean.
Stayed relatively tight to the board. A little bit of a twist.
A 4-5, a 5-5, and a 5-0 for a 21 points to start.
1.4.
Avery Rath for Coon Rapids will do the same. Very clean dive. Avery just a sophomore.
She should get pretty good scores here.
She was actually able to
21.7.
outscore teammate Delilah Smith-Jeanette at the Bengal Invite last weekend. I'm surprised actually it wasn't a better score than that, but Ryan Maurer will do the same. First 3 girls kind of rinse and repeat. Not a ton of difference in
Score is 23.10.
their form.
That puts her in the lead for now.
Ryan Maurer a little cleaner, finishes with a 23.1. And now Delilah Smith-Jeanette, she's the one not doing the inward dive in a tuck. She's doing an inward dive in the pike position.
One of my favorites.
Very pretty.
Yes.
Great body control, very tight to the board. Clean on entry, pointed toes. Checked all the boxes. And she had a little bit higher degree of difficulty.
Next diver is Ruby with 401C.
And now Ruby Flansburgh of Armstrong back to the inward dive in the tuck position.
Yeah, just an 8th grader.
Everyone relatively nailing that inward dive in the tuck position, and the 8th grader scoring at 22.4, which will put her in 3rd place after round number 1. Hazel Ritchie, a back dive, pike position. Degree of difficulty 1.6. A little flat, a little further away from the board maybe than she might have liked, but a solid 21.6.
She kind of looked over at the judges like, ooh, I didn't like that.
Avery with the inward somersault tuck position.
Score is 23.2.
23.2, and our new scoreboard, I had forgotten, does not give me the composite score, so forcing me to do math on the fly is it's a big ask.
How dare they?
Ryan is the lone senior in the diving competition. He's in third place after round one.
4.8. Next diver is Delilah with 403C, inward 1.5 somersault tuck 2.2.
And now Delilah cranking up the degree of difficulty again, inward 1.5.
Yeah, didn't enter the water probably as cleanly as she wanted, but a pretty solid dive.
A lot of rotation. Needed a little more height to complete the rotation, but when you're
Next up is Ruby
going with a
402C, inward
2.2,
somersault tuck 1.6.
that definitely helps, and
Absolutely.
she's increasing her lead. Ruby, inward dive, tuck position, legs still bent on entry, but got around and facing back to the board at 21.6.
Begin round 3 with
And we
Hazel,
moved to round
back
3.
number
Hazel Ritchie
208, back one
back
somersault straight, 1.7.
somersault in the straight position. Good rotation, not quite all the way around. Big splash and getting a little bit further from the diving board, but
Score is 25.5.
ratcheting up her degree of difficulty will help.
Yeah, solid score.
Somersault tuck 1.6.
Now Avery with a forward 1.5. Good rotation, a little flat on entry, but a little further away from the board than maybe would have been perfect, but a solid score. A couple of 4.5s and a 5. Ryan with the same dive we saw Avery doing. Very clean, a lot of height off the board, kept it relatively tight to the end.
Yeah, she should score well here. She does.
Score is 26.4. Next up is Delilah with 5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist.
And again,
free,
as everyone's
1.9.
doing their dives, Delilah is one step higher on the difficulty scale.
Oh, that was a nice drive. Little
Full
nice
twist, forward somersault,
You should score pretty
free
high.
position. That's a 1.9 degree difficulty, not quite the
Oh,
2.2.
got a 7.
6.10.
It was pretty
Number
great.
2.
Great straight body
Yep.
all the way through. Forward dive pike position for Ruby Flansburgh.
Score is 21.45.
She continues to keep herself with the leaders at the midway point. 3 dives in.
Yeah, and we mentioned it's just an 8th grader.
Hazel Ritchie wasting no time. Round number 4 starts with her doing a forward 1.5.
Score is 24. Next diver is Avery with 5122D, forward 1 somersault, 1 twist free, 1.9.
Avery Rath with a forward 1 somersault, 1 twist, free position. Same dive we saw from Delilah in the last round, and she does it pretty well. Maybe not quite as well as Delilah delivered. Still had a little slant on her body, but a solid score. And again, always helps to crank up the degree of difficulty.
You'll get a chance to earn a little higher score when you do that, obviously.
Back somersault, half twist, free position for Ryan Maher.
Score is 23.8. Next up is Delilah with 103B.
Forward 1.5 somersault in the pike coming from Delilah. Beauty.
Yeah, I mean,
she was already in triple digits after 3 dives.
Right, and she got some great height from that.
Score is 34. Next diver is Ruby with 103C, forward 1.5 somersault tuck, 1.6.
Now Ruby with a forward 1.5 tuck position. Final dive of round 4, and she stuck that one pretty well.
She did. Should be a pretty decent score coming up here for her. Yeah, 5.5 across the board. Solid.
She was second. She had the second highest score in that round, behind only Delilah.
Dive number 5121D, forward 1 somersault half twist, free 1.7.
Front somersault, half twist for Hazel Ritchie.
Score is 25.5.
That's solid score. 5s across the board.
Next diver is Avery with 202A, back 1 somersault straight, 1.7.
Back somersault straight position, a little over rotation for Avery. Divers 3, 4, 5 after round 3, all within a quarter of a point of one another.
Yeah, I was looking over at your scoring and because, oh my God, it is close after first place.
Back 1 somersault straight, 1.7.
And now Ryan Maher, who is currently in second, somewhat comfortably. And a solid effort from her on the back somersault, straight position. Kept her body nice and tight.
Score is
2 5s.
Score.
Yeah, 2 5s and a half and a 5. Pretty solid.
4C, forward 2 somersaults tuck, 2.2.
Not sure what Delilah's personal or season best is, but
192.7.
double somersault, tuck position. Hit the water kind of hard, but she did get around and get almost fully extended before hitting. And wow, what a score.
Yep.
Next diver is Ruby with 201.
She's going to, I'm not sure if that's personal best.
It's personal.
Put it on there as the qualifying time. her qualifying score. Another solid showing from the youngster Ruby Flansburgh. The back dive, pike position, quite clean, really tight to the board.
Score is 23.2. Beginning round 6 with Hazel, dive number 301C, reverse dive tuck, 1.6.
Final round. First dive, tuck position for Hazel Ritchie. She got some good air off the board, and again, as she has been most of the night, maybe a little further away from the board than she would like, but solid scores. She's going to end up with a 140-ish, 142. Avery goes to her highest degree of difficulty in the final round, and not the finish she would have liked, but a 29.4.
29.4. Next diver is Ryan with 101C, forward dive tuck, 1.2.
So 150.45. My math was right. We'll double check in the break. Ryan Maher puts her easiest difficulty drive at the end, looking for something really, really clean. And she scores well.
That's a very nice score.
Of course, the degree of difficulty hurts in that spot.
Yep.
Delilah just running away with it. Again, this a 1.5 on the back dive tuck position is equal to her smallest degree of difficulty, but yeah, she ran away with this one.
Yeah, she's been solid. This is a really solid event for her.
Oh, gonna miss 200 though. If my math is correct, Delilah is going to finish with a 199.70. And she will take first place. Ryan will take, Avery will take second place.
Score is 22.95.
Yeah, you could see from her very first dive that she was ready.
In just a minute, we will have the scores tallied for you with the results.
So we will take a break. Up next is going to be the 100 butterfly. You're watching high school swimming and diving on CTN. Back in Northdale Middle School, just about midway through this Northwest Suburban Conference meet between the Cardinals and the Falcons. Armstrong beefing up their lead, but Coon Rapids starting to able to cut into it a little bit with a 1-3 finish in diving, a 199.7 for Delilah Smith-Jeanette to grab that first place finish. Avery Rath at third with 144.35.
Yeah, she was really solid.
And now the 100 butterfly, and again, Armstrong with 5 girls in the pool. Coon Rapids only 1. Madeline Romano, who we've already seen a couple of different times.
Yeah, and she's swam well. She has swam well tonight in the events that she's been in.
Grade 8 for Armstrong. Adeline McCall.
Maya Fadlala in lane 4 had a dominant victory earlier. It looks like she is setting the pace to do the same here. That was back in the 200 IM.
Yeah, she got off to a huge start in that event, and she's showing the exact same thing here in this one.
Yeah, if you're able to win by 25 yards or close to it in a 100-meter race, that's really flying. And Fadlala is better than a half length, not quite a full length ahead, but she will cruise in easily, winning in 101.06.
Yeah,
Romano trying to be number 2, and it looks like she's got good position to do so. Challenged a little bit down low by Ellie Durad. But Romano is going to get in with a second place finish.
That's great to see her finish second because she's had a nice night. And for her to get that second place finish really shows that she's been working hard.
1:18.7 Romano's time, but again, since she was the Cardinals' only competitor, Armstrong will take points for first, third, and fourth. And we will take a break. Be back up next, the 100 freestyle on CTN.
Did you know that a player will jump an average of 300 times per game of volleyball?
Wow. And I think jumping up to go to the fridge is hard.
The fastest volleyball serve was over 83 miles per hour.
Yikes. If that serve were coming at me, they could have the point. I like my hands. They're dainty.
Huh?
Back in Northdale Middle School for the 100 free. Moving right along, Shapiro, event number 7. Coon Rapids with Joy Tao in lane 3, Tyler Schuta in lane 5, Adeline Anderson, Grace Highland, and Harper Caldwell. The Falcons in the pool from bottom to top. And Howie, we were informed that the announcer here comes from a great bloodline of announcing.
Yeah, Dean Tronson, the son of head coach Adam Tronson, head wrestling coach, is doing the announcing here. Saw Joe do it once on TV. He said, that's what I want to do.
Tyler Schuta leading at the midway point, but she's got Falcons on both sides of her challenging as they get to the final turn. And this will be a three-way battle all the way to the wall. Down the home stretch they come. Harper Caldwell at the top, starting to pull away. A good strong finish. Schuta trying to push hard and get to the wall in second. And she will have to settle for third, out-touched by less than a quarter second.
Yeah, the two Armstrong swimmers on either side of her pushed hard in that last length.
We will now begin event 16, 500-yard freestyle.
Now we have the 500 free, Joe, your favorite, I know.
Sorry, I needed all my fingers and toes to try and get the team score updated.
I was wondering why you took your shoes and socks off. little confused.
And no JV event, so we move right on to the 500 freestyle.
This is the long distance.
Ninth grader Lily Moulton in lane 5, and senior Mary Carter in lane 3 for the Cardinals. Ada Brecht in lane 2 for the Falcons, just an 8th grader. 11th grader Mackenzie Woods in the middle lane 4, and up top, Ada Freed, a freshman, in lane 6.
Of course, we always talk about when we do these meets, endurance in this one. We've seen swimmers get off to a really fast start and not be able to keep pace for the entire race. So it's definitely about pacing yourself here.
Well, and I would assume, having not gone through the training and really been digging too deeply into the stats, that it is a more difficult race earlier in the season because you are just not used to setting that pace and going that distance. It is a long,
it really is
long race. 10 full laps, 20 lengths. And yeah, you're absolutely correct. If you get way out in front, it's great, but you have to be able to stay there.
Now, it's not so easy as this race goes on.
Right now, Mackenzie Woods in lane 4 is out front with Ada Brecht and Lily Moulton pretty close to one another in the second place spot. Woods actually extending her lead early on. We're not yet midway.
Now, she's just been steady. And I think obviously that's what you need to do, at least until the very end, if you have an opportunity to give yourself an extra push, but just be steady.
She is already overtaking Mary Carter, just below her in lane 3. And I have great respect for all of the athletes who step up to the challenge to swim a 500. I would not.
Well, it's definitely a challenge. There's no question.
100 would be more than I could manage without making sure paramedics were standing by.
Well,
as it is, Woods seems to be getting faster.
Yeah. Well, if you decide to do it, Joe, I'll come cheer you on.
Would have to be a lot of charitable donations involved.
I'll pack a lunch. I figured I could eat a meal by the time you were done.
Oh, easily. Or 2. Digest in between, take a nap.
Take a nap.
Woods just past the midway point and settling into her lead. Ada Brecht pulling away a little bit from Moulton. But Moulton right on her heels, maybe a body length back. After them, you got Ada Freed up top, kind of all by herself in the 4th place spot, and Mary Carter running in 5th. And again, this is the battle right here. The 2nd and 3rd swimmers may be about the only place we see a potential race to the finish, as Moulton is just staying on Brecht's heels. I don't know how aware she is of that, just based on the fact that she's a couple of lanes over.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to be aware at this point in the race.
Well, and that's where the sign holders come in, give them signals as best they can to increase pace, knowing that they have a chance to overtake the girl just ahead of them. Yeah, credit to Woods so far. She has not slowed her tempo at all and continues to just roll. And I don't know, again, I'm no swimming aficionado, but the signals they give, but her 15 was upside down. I'm assuming
that means
that's a
something.
Signal that she's comfortably
she can
ahead.
Just continue to do what she's doing. And
Well, she's got about a half a length lead on second place, which again is her teammate, Ada Breck, down at the bottom. Moulton just a little bit behind her, and she's now falling off of Breck's pace a little bit. But we talk about it all the time. It's all about, you know, performing your best and beating your best. And
Right.
for girls in this event, it's about finishing as strongly as you can. You hear the bell, meaning that the leader was within 5 yards of getting into her final lap, which she is now. And she will turn. Brecht being urged along by her sign holder. I don't know that it'll do much good to get to the leader, but it will help prevent being caught by Moulton,
Right.
who is again able to get back up to her heels. Woods in easily in first, just under 6 minutes. And Brecht is going to be able to hold off Moulton, who did finish the last 100 pretty strong and get trim away at that lead a little bit again, but time of 6:11.88 for ninth grader Lily Moulton.
Yeah, impressed with Woods, though, obviously just taking that lead from the get-go and holding it the entire race. On to our last swimmer.
Well, it's the last two.
That's two swimmers, sorry. Now last.
Now the last is touching up was Ada Freed and Carter. Again, you talk about the fortitude it takes knowing that all four of the other competitors have already finished and
Right.
you still have 2 laps to go.
Right.
Your legs are burning, your lungs are aching, your arms
Are sore.
feel like jelly.
Yep. You just want to compete and finish in the best time you can.
And the best part of this sport is that this time, every athlete on the pool deck, whether they're wearing the black of Coon Rapids or the navy of Armstrong, will be cheering Carter to the final wall.
Absolutely.
It's not something you see in many other sports,
Nope.
but it is commonplace on the pool deck. We talk often about the importance of extracurriculars, and swimming and diving, both boys and girls, has always seemed to me to be one of the most inclusive atmospheres for any varsity sport. They are super supportive,
Yep.
and they are always welcoming. So anyone out there who is considering it, join your team as soon as possible.
They would love an increase in numbers for sure. And
Mary Carter tags up, and that ends the 500 freestyle. We will take another break. Up next, the 200 freestyle relay. You're watching girls high school swimming and diving on CTN. Back at the Northdale Middle School for girls swimming and diving. Armstrong, a solid showing and very close to clinching the victory as we get ready for the 200 freestyle relay.
So they lane 2 for Armstrong.
Only 3 teams, 2 for the Falcons and 1 for the Cardinals. The Cardinals team, Myra Hill, Vivian Jensen, Joy Tao, and Caitlin Davis. They are in the 5th lane up at the top. Lane 4, Maya Fidlala, who has had a couple of great races, a couple of individual first place finishes, way ahead of everybody for the first leg, and she gets Harper Caldwell in. Couple of 8th graders in the middle of that top relay group for Armstrong in lane 4. Ada Brecht will be up next, and then Parker Gates, a senior, will close it out. 7th grader Myra Hill started for the Cardinals in lane 5. Vivian Jensen, a sophomore, Joy Tao, a junior, and Caitlin Davis, the senior, will finish. And then down at the bottom, Grace Highland, a junior, Olivia Subi, an 8th grader, Sophie Glona, an 8th grader, and Lucia Freed, a senior, make up that final squad.
If Lala got off to a great start again and got her team
way out
in front, exactly.
And this looks like it's going to be a relatively easy one to call, going 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
As there will not be a race to the finish this time.
Nope.
Parker Gates can put it on cruise control and still be able to keep her distance from Caitlin Davis, her teammate, a couple of lanes below. And, oh, I'm sorry, Lucia Freed, a couple of lanes below. Caitlin Davis is the Cardinal in the water, and really no chance to try and make up that amount of time.
Nope.
So another 1-2 finish for Armstrong here in the 200 freestyle relay, and that will be enough points to clinch the victory. Couple of events remain. We'll take a break. Up next, 100 backstroke on CTN.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back at North Hill Middle School pool, 100 backstroke, ready to go. Well, you can't talk during the start times. You
Nope.
gotta allow
be
them
quiet.
to get
Absolutely.
the start off, and then we can yammer a bit.
We love to yammer.
I do it a lot. I don't know.
You do it for a living.
Lily
yammer
Bolton,
for a
the
living.
lone Cardinal in the water for the 100 backstroke. The freshman swam well in her last couple of events. But now out there by herself against Mia Glona, Riley Sheffer, and Claire Canfield for Armstrong. And a good battle going between Moulton and Sheffer right in the middle.
As we talked about, Moulton, the 9th grader for the Cardinals.
Running right with Sheffer at the final turn. Trying to push the pace as 8th grader Glona down at the bottom. Sheffer just about an arm's length ahead, will get the victory by less than a half second. A second place finish for Lily Moulton. The Cardinals will trim into the lead a little bit, but the win already clinched for Armstrong. We'll take a break. Up next, 100 backstroke on CTN. Back at the John Patricelli pool at Northdale Middle School, Coon Rapids and Armstrong locked in battle. The 100 breaststroke, event number 11. Coon Rapids has 7th grader Myra Hill, senior Caitlin Davis, and Vivian Jensen, the sophomore, up in lane 7. Lane 2, Parker Gates. Lane 4, Lucia Freed. And lane 6, Grace Highland for Armstrong. And wow, what a start for Lucia Freed.
Yeah, she got off to a really nice start, really strong.
And then there's 4 girls within a body length battling for second place. Right now at the turn, it was Parker Gates holding the second place position with both Caitlin Davis and Myra Hill nipping at her heels for Coon Rapids. Really solid swim for Lucia Freed.
Yeah, she's really increased her lead.
As she will coast in easily, winning in 1:13.97. Second place is going to go to Parker Gates. Third place will be Caitlin Davis in lane 5. Fourth place is Grace Highland in lane 6. And Myra Hill tags up in 5th place. Just one event remains, the 400 freestyle relay, and that is coming up next on CTN.
Today we're on soccer, Joe. So my goal is to kick around some topics with you, but I don't want to foul things up by being too forward.
Please stop that.
So could you assist me?
Stop.
Maybe pass some ideas
How?
so we can tackle this together?
Howie? Oh, boy.
I'm just saying, this really isn't my field.
Unbelievable.
Back at Northdale Middle School. Final event of the evening, the 400 freestyle relay. The lone Coon Rapids team that consists of freshman Lily Moulton in lane 5. She'll be followed by Tyler Schuda, Madeline Romano, another freshman, and Caitlin Davis will close it out. For Armstrong in the middle, Mackenzie Woods, Allison Hedke, Olive Subi, and Riley Sheffer. Again, they go junior, 8th grader, senior. Their team at the top also has 8th graders in both the second and third legs. Junior to start and a senior to finish. The only difference to lane 2 at the bottom, they have a junior starting, a 9th grader in the second leg, and then an 8th grader and a senior. So that's a whole lot of youth.
Yeah, it is.
They have 3 teams in the water. They got 6 8th graders.
It's crazy
on those 3 teams.
Of course, but Lala in lane 6 leading it off again for Armstrong, getting them the lead.
Yeah, she's been impressive.
She's solid. She's a good swimmer.
And we'll see. You know, typically your A relay is in the middle lane, and we'll see if Lala was just there to give them a big lead and try to hold on. Right now, Allison Hedke in lane 4 has the second spot, just ahead of Tyler Schuda. And Tyler, a great kick off of the wall, able to leapfrog and get out in front for that second spot. But yeah, the up in lane 6, Harper Caldwell getting to the wall and getting Ada Brecht in the water with a comfortable lead.
Well, yeah, when you can start your race out with somebody like Fadlala, you've got an opportunity to get that big lead, and she's done it all night for them.
Madeline Romano is about a body length and a half ahead of third place as she gets in. And we'll see if these two battling against one another in the middle lanes have a chance at all to catch up with the Armstrong squad up in lane 6. But right now, Ada Brecht running away. She's almost a full length ahead of the battle for second place, and they are neck and neck as Romano and Subi hit the turn. Subi now starting to take a little bit of a lead going to their final turn. And the last exchange in lane 6, Adeline McMullen comfortably in the lead.
Yeah, comfortably
into the
is
water.
right.
Subi, a nice last 25 to get a little bit of distance between their team and the Coon Rapids squad in Team 5. Caitlin Davis in the water trying to track down Riley Sheffer. Adeline McMullen up in lane 6 into the final lap. And the lane 4 team of Armstrong starting to pull away.
Really comfortable lead for them.
And there will be no battles at the finish line this time.
Nope.
As McMullen slowing a little bit, and what a push from Riley Sheffer trying to catch up. She did cut into that lead considerably. A great anchor leg for the Armstrong senior in lane 4. They'll still take second place.
Yeah, Armstrong impressive here tonight.
And Gustafson tags up in lane 2 in third place. Caitlin Davis to the wall in 4:32.47. And this was an impressive showing start to finish for the visiting Falcons.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, they controlled this one. Obviously, the Cardinals do not have the numbers that Armstrong across the way has, but nonetheless, I thought the Cardinals did a good job of swimming their races and competing hard, and that's what you want.
And the Cardinals are going to be up against larger teams all season long. For Armstrong, probably one of the few meets where they will have greater numbers than the other sideline. There's a lot of teams in this conference that are larger than these two squads put together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, but an impressive showing, and again, two really young teams too. Two teams that are hoping to grow both in numbers and in experience over the next couple of years. For Coon Rapids, again,
final score.
First season for
Armstrong 103.
For head coach Rachel Schlueter.
Yeah. She knows she wants numbers. She wants some additional swimmers out here, but she's always said that these girls compete hard, and that's what she'll take. She'll take who will come out for this team, and if more girls want to join it and see the fun that they're having, it'd be great.
Yeah, they will work with what they've got, and what they've got works pretty well. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, here's what we have coming up. We do not get to cover the Cardinals road game against Andover this week. Our next coverage will be football at the Cardinal Stadium, hosting arch rival Blaine Bengals on the 9th. That is on the 19th, and it is on a Friday.
It is on a Friday.
We'll see the tennis team against Spring Lake Park.
Today's the 11th, isn't it?
Whenever they play, don't look at the dates. That's our next thing. And then we're going to see a boys and girls soccer doubleheader. Very few of those due to the changing schedule for the girls squad this year. Not a lot of doubleheaders.
Nope.
But when they host the Huskies, we will be there. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.